cooking peeps, welcome back to the Cookbook Club. Now, we went on a hiatus for a couple weeks, but we're back. We are going to be reviewing what I thought of Baking with Dory by Dory Greenspan, and we're going to be kicking off the cookbook for June. Really, June? Welcome to the Amy Learns to Cook kitchen. So yes, I have gotten way behind on the Cookbook Club. You know, that's how life is.
You think?
But I don't have a schedule, right? My schedule's my own, so there you go. Well, not for everything, but for this, right? So we've been cooking out of Baking with Dory, and this is by Dory Greenspan. And if you're not familiar with Dory Greenspan, she is a cookbook writer. She's written for newspapers. She was actually also a friend of Julia Child, so she wrote a book with her, and we've been cooking through her Baking with Dory, and this book has been fantastic. We started with apple pandowdy, and this was sort of like a broken apple pie. It was like you make an apple pie, but you break up the crust and put it on there haphazardly. It makes it fast and easy to make it, and it's a classic. People have been making apple pandowdy since forever, right? It's a classic dish, and it was absolutely delicious. That is something I definitely want to make again. Then we moved on to the tarte tatin. That tarte tatin was absolutely delicious. I've made one before. You can either cut the apples in half and lay them around so you have like half apples. You can do them as slices. You can do them however you want to. It's delicious either way. That is definitely a dish that I would say, I could take to a summer picnic. I could take it to, if I'm having a barbecue for 4th of July, I would definitely take the tarte tatin. It was delicious. And then we moved on to the cover cake, right? This is the Lisbon cake that came from a restaurant in Lisbon, in Portugal. And this restaurant only serves that cake. So you go in there and you can order coffee, tea, chocolate milk, and this cake. And I think Eric said it was amazing.
It was amazing.
It had like a more dense sort of brownie kind of base to it. And then it had like a really fluffy mousse. It was basically a ganache mixed with the whipped cream. And then you sprinkle cocoa powder on the top. I thought the cocoa powder would be bitter.
But it was so chocolatey. It wasn't bitter at all. It was wonderful. It was so chocolatey that I lost the taste of my coffee. You need espresso. You need something dark.
Really dark with it, right?
Yeah.
So if you're ever in Portugal and you're ever in Lisbon, go to that restaurant, right? It was a good chance for us to try something out. I don't know if we would ever go there. I would want to, but you know how it is. But I'm sure in the restaurant, it's way more like better than the way I made it. I'm using common chocolate. I'm using Ghirardelli. They're using probably some way off their fancy chocolate, and my skills just aren't there. But you did have those different textures with it, didn't you?
Yeah, they're probably using like Swiss Miss or something.
Swiss Miss?
Yeah.
Instant cocoa? Baking with Dory. Dory, this book's amazing. This is a buy to me all the way across, right? There's a lot of other recipes I want to make out of this, so I will be working on that. So I do have some of Dory's other books. I have Everyday Dory. This is the way she cooks at home. So these are the recipes that she cooks day to day, and you have everything from stuffed cabbage to chicken cutlets to salad. Here's a cowboy salad, cowboy caviar. Really nice. Not necessarily baking. There are some baking recipes in there, but this is what she eats the way she cooks. I also have her very, very classic Baking from My Home to Yours. And this is her foundational book. And a lot of people say that this is a book that it belongs in the canon, right? This is one of the best baking books that are out there. And I also have Baking Chez Moi, if I'm saying that right. This is sort of French and American. This is French. So if you're starting out and you're a new baker and you want to explore, use this one. Then as you advance, get this one, right? These are more advanced French baking recipes. And look at that. She seems to have a chocolate cake on front of all her baking books. She must be a major chocolate fan.
Or she wants you to buy the book.
Well, yeah. You have cakes like this with strawberry.
Ooh.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. And this, you have lots of some breads. This looks amazing too. Ooh, look at this blueberry crumb cake. That's right up my alley. And of course, we have Baking with Julia. We talked about this before. People see this book and they think this is by Julia Child. This is actually by Dory Greenspan. Julia Child had a PBS series called Baking with Julia, and it was people, chefs and bakers and all this stuff came on and taught a recipe. So she was a participant in that. This is a companion book to that. It was actually written by Dory. This is a classic, 100% a classic. Beautiful, beautiful breads up in here. Okay. I would say if you want to go full Dory, she has some more books, and I think I may have one or two other books. I didn't go through the cookbook library. I just scanned it, and these are the ones I pulled out. I would say based on my experience with Baking with Dory, her books are amazing. Absolutely no doubt. So it gets the Amy Learns to Cook thumbs up. Okay, the cookware for June. The cookware for June!
Yay.
I kind of wanted to do something that maybe was indoor-outdoor. And because it is summertime, it's time to do some things on the deck, yada, 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 right? Yada, yada, yada. Am I stuck in the Seinfeld there? We put in a new deck. I want to go out there and do some cooking. But I didn't want to do barbecue or grilling because I just wasn't in the mood for that. There is an area that I have made these for years, but I always make the same one. And I want to branch out and I want to learn new things. And I want to, the food scene, the restaurant scene in this area of culinary has expanded since back in the day, right? We used to have standard versions, and it wasn't until the last 15 years or so, a lot of companies have been coming out with home versions of advanced ovens and Uni Karu. And we also have the Bighorn. And I wanted to branch out and do some different styles of pizzas. So that's what we're going to be doing for June. We're making pizza! So what book did I pick? I picked, because there's a lot of pizza books out there, and there's probably a million of them, right? And I just picked one that came out kind of recently. So we're going to be cooking from King Arthur Baking Company, King Arthur Flour Company. We're going to be cooking out of the Book of Pizza, right? Yay! I'm looking forward to this because there are so many types of pizzas that I want to explore. I have made a Detroit style one time. I made it in the oven. And that's what I'll probably do again, but it turned out good, but I didn't have the right pan. So we have Roman style, Chicago tavern style, New Haven style, New York. This is pizza blanco dough, weeknight style pizza, weeknight continued. Neapolitan is definitely one we're going to be hitting. New American is interesting. We might be hitting that. We have Grandma's Pizza. We have Weeknight Detroit, and then Sourdough Detroit. So Weeknight Detroit is probably going to use just an overnight ferment. And then a sourdough obviously is going to take days and weeks, right? So we'll probably do the weeknight ferment. So they teach you how to make the dough, what type of pizza you should make depending on how much time you have. So you say you want to make pizza, and all making sauces, the cheese analysis, how to bake it, and the pizzas. So zucchini, ricotta, pistachio, salsa verde pizza. Let me look at, this is New Haven style. Here's New York style. Yeah, that's classic New York. So you can fold it, right? Thin crust so you can fold it. Look at that caprese pizza. That looks amazing. So this is Detroit style, Motor City classic. Look at that. With sausage and pepperoni. Oh, vodka sauce.
Right there. What's that?
Italian rainbow cookies.
How did that make it into a pizza book?
I don't know. Maybe you cook it in a pizza oven. Ooh, look at that. Raspberry pistachio mess. So the biggest thing for me is not only, oh my God, that looks delicious. Not only learning to make the pizza and the dough, we're also going to be learning how to control those ovens, right? The only thing with my crew, I need to get, my Oni crew is I need to get a new pizza stone. Because when we moved, that thing sort of had a meltdown. So I got to fix it. But we will be cooking in the Bighorn and the other one. So I might be making a double batch of dough because I'm going to need to make one for Eric and one for me because I can't have the cheese. And on the Detroit style, I got to figure out because there's an official pan you should use. I think it's called the Lloyd. Or you could also make it in a 9x13. So we'll see. I'm going to get two Detroit pizzas that day. The Book of Pizza, King Arthur Flour. This is the book for June. Thanks for joining me. Let's do this.